Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another video for today. So let's talk about DocuSign. Reported earnings last week. It was a talk on the street because earnings were good. Revenue was a slight miss, so the stock dropped 40%, maybe even a bit more. So why did the stock drop actually? Well, first of all, they beat on earnings per share and they beat on revenue for this quarter as well. So that's great. But for the fourth quarter revenue, they estimated revenue to come in at around $563 million at the high line, and the analysts actually expected $573 million. So a miss of just $10 million resulted in a drop of 40%, which is around $20 billion in market cap. Sounds about right in this market state. But the news actually got a bit better because the CEO saw what happened and he went and bought some share. He actually bought more than 33,000 shares worth around $4.8 million. So quite nice, right? And he got even asked the question what he thought about the stock price action. And he said, personally, I was surprised by the extent of the market reaction last week. Fundamentally, the company hasn't changed and the pandemic hasn't changed our long-term outlook. That's why I made a big investment this week, purchasing new DocuSign shares once the trading window opened. If you're a DocuSign shareholder, or maybe you're thinking of becoming one, this is exactly what you want to see. Full confidence of the CEO. Saw an opportunity here to buy his own shares of the company back for cheap, and he did exactly that. If he didn't believe in the growth of the company, he would probably not be buying shares right now. But he did, and a lot. $4.8 million is not a small amount, even if you are CEO of DocuSign. Now, in just a bit, I'll explain why it's not just an e-signature business. But first, I want to ask you if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel. I'm trying to end this year on 20,000 subscribers. We're almost there. So if you want, you can hit that subscribe button. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. And I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Now, Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. So all you have to do is go to fool.com/couch investor to get your free 10 stock picks now. Alright, so let's talk about eSignature, or maybe should I say not eSignature, because while DocuSign started as just an eSignature business, it is offering much more than that. And that's why actually, if you want to invest, that's why you should invest, because eSignature is great. They are the leader in that market by far, but there's much more than that. And obviously, thank God there's much more than that, because if it weren't the case, then yes, maybe this wasn't an investable company. But if you know anything about agreements, about contracts and all of that, you know that it's a pain in the... So that's where DocuSign comes in. Agreements are the foundation of business and they are everywhere, whether it's sales, marketing, services, facilities, HR, finance, legal, you name it. Everywhere you go is going to be paperwork, and where there is paperwork, there is more paperwork, there are more agreements, more numbers, more signatures, etc. So it becomes very, very tricky to manage, especially if you do it manually. So here comes DocuSign with all of the solutions. So what did you do before? You manually prepare and collaborate on agreements. Then you sign, manually route and sign paper documents. You mail them, you fax them, you scan them, you email them, do whatever you want. Then you have to act on this. So you have to enter the info from the signed agreement into other systems. And lastly, you manually retain, retrieve, and report on agreements. All of those 4 steps can be done automatically. You can automate all of those steps using DocuSign, the e-signature business, and CLM. Obviously, this is something that a lot of businesses would love to use. Why would you go back to pen and paper if you can do all of this automatically? If all of these processes can be automated, why not use it? Because one, you'll gain a huge amount of time, and if you gain a huge amount of time, you will probably gain a huge amount of money over time as well. Take a big example here from a pretty popular company called Salesforce. Salesforce has been using DocuSign's Agreement Cloud, and they say here that with its modernized system of agreement, over 90% of Salesforce contracts are completed within the same day and 71% within an hour. This large time savings means a better customer and employee experience and faster revenue recognition. As well, there is a major cost saving due to manual work saved. So what more do you need to know? DocuSign is not just an e-signature business, it's a business that will help you with all your paperwork, all your agreements, everything you need if you're in sales, HR, marketing, doesn't really matter. Usually everything took days, weeks, maybe even months. Now it can just take hours and that's it. It's efficient, you lose less time, you make more money, everybody's happy, and it's actually pretty simple. Now, you might say, okay, but maybe a competitor might come and just do the same thing. Well, just like with a company called Autodesk, with DocuSign, when you're into this ecosystem, when you're into and using all of those products, switching costs, well, cost a lot and are again a pain in the. So there you have it. Hopefully, maybe I changed your mind, or maybe this is just a small introduction into your research and due diligence. I do hope so, because I really like DocuSign, I'm not gonna lie. And that will be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you own DocuSign, if you've used it, what you think about the company. Let me know down in the comments below. And by the way, if you're not interested in investing in DocuSign, that's totally fine. I'm not here to convince anyone, I'm just here to give some information, and that's about it. So if you like this video, maybe consider leaving a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.